welcome to iHeart Board Games, where today we're going to finish the Emerald Flame. Oh, we're not going to finish it yet. We're only in part 2. There's 3 parts. Mm-hmm. It's an escape experience, or I guess a puzzle experience. No escaping anything, really.
Narrative puzzle experience.
Yeah. I guess our escape, we could just stop, and then we've escaped. But for this one, we have some scissors, some tape, and an envelope.
Yeah, so this one says February on it. The first one we did had January.
We're on a really slow transition.
Makes sense.
You keep talking, I'll fix this.
Alright, so the first thing we're supposed to do is take everything out and check it against the inventory. So, pull it up over here. Make sure I get everything out. Just like it. So we have a letter, which we already knew, from Mr. Redmond. A letter from Marquetta. Yep. Page with a snake, it says. I'm not sure which one is the page with the snake. Oh boy.
Yeah, we have to check everything off of this list here. More flowers. If you're watching this on YouTube, to give context, we haven't played this in about a week, or almost a week. Seems like it's been much longer because so many games in between and other events.
Rosary. This is the map of Prague. Mm-hmm. It's really nice. It's like fabric.
Probably going to cut it up.
Hey now. Then we have...
Oh, that's what we're cutting up.
This, which I guess is the 2 color window prints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have these, the 2 copies of the translucent map. These are 2 copies of that. Great. There's a sketch of a window. Found that. There's the page with mushrooms, the page with flowers, sketches of 6 buildings. Yes. So I'm guessing this one must be the page with the snake. Oh, this is the snake.
Page with the snake.
Okay, so we do have, it looks like we have everything.
Yep, everything's here.
Now, the last time we did this, we sort of worked from the hint page and kind of went in order, but we don't have to do that. We can choose. All right, well, let's start with the letter from Redmond, I guess, from Mr. Redmond. It says, "Greetings. I have recently reviewed your findings with Jesse." Jesse's the guy we were talking to in the chat.
Right.
And I must say, your work is absolutely impeccable. I will admit that a part of me was skeptical of your expertise, but you've indeed proven yourself more than capable of handling these challenges that have stumped so many. To that end, we've sent along some more materials we'd like you to examine. Thanks to you, we were indeed able to find the entrance to the Prague tunnel network by accessing a secret door in the cathedral that leads to an underground passage. Not only that, but we were able to find an additional batch of hidden documents in the vicinity. It appears that some of these were written by the same alchemist, and we are optimistic that the snake, flower, and mushroom species deciphered from these could be 3 more ingredients to his elixir. As for the rest of the contents, we believe the map, transparency, drawings, and rosary beads could reveal a layout of the tunnels, and hopefully even the location of the alchemist's lab. We included 2 copies of the translucent paper just in case, since it looks like it might require some alteration. So I'm just going to underline here the snake, flower, the mushroom, and then the layout of the tunnels and the location of the lab. These seem like things we're looking. I also had Jesse include 2 photos of windows from the same Vitus Cathedral. They have the same pane structure as the enclosed window sketch and could contain helpful information. Since some of the windows went up around the same time that the secret society was at its peak, it would not have been beyond the power of its members to embed some sort of message in the glass. In fact, it is said that they had such influence that their initiation involved an array of clues scattered throughout the city, often hiding in plain sight as benign architectural elements. Those in higher ranks were known to hang crests with different symbols above their doors, many of which can still be seen around Prague today. Finding the alchemist's lab would be a major breakthrough in our search, and I have full confidence that these documents are in the right hands. Thank you again for your work thus far, J. Redmond. Now, do you want to read the P.S.?
Oh, you can read it. It's already on screen. I don't want
Okay. P.S. I managed to find a little navigation robot we can use to explore the tunnels underground. Once you have the names of the 3 ingredients and have figured out the tunnel layout and the location of the lab, we will program it with cardinal directions and use the rosary beads for scale, as they appear to be related to the map. For example, just to go east the distance that 7 beads represent, we would use the command 7E. Just a heads up so you know how to prepare. Like last time, I can be reached at the chat when you're ready.
Yeah, and I wrote it, so I don't need to read it.
Now, I am not a Catholic, so I don't really
Nope.
know how these work. But it said you don't need any prior knowledge.
I think you put them on a Christmas tree or something.
Pretty sure that's native.
I don't recall them ever going out like this. So
I thought they were in a circle.
It's
Shows
like
what I
it's like
know.
Mardi Gras beads.
Where is that now? Oh, it's over here. So apparently we were going to somehow put these beads on here and know something. I don't know what that is just yet, but
we also have this thing, which will be quite a thing. I would have thought would have been associated with that, but maybe not. Oh, well, there is a cross here.
Mm-hmm.
Cross there.
And they said that these are 2 copies of the same thing. They should be the same. Oh,
it has to be something.
it says,
No, this is different. No, maybe it's not.
use crest by doors to find 6 numbered places. Draw dashed lines, then cut their traces. Lay them down to find your way, and for safe passage you shall pray. Well, this is going to be towards the end, if I had to guess. I'm guessing we need to find the ingredients first. So let's put this stuff to the side, and we can work on the first ingredient, which is the snake.
Snake sheet.
That is this one. Oh, we do have another letter here. This one's from Marquetta. I'm guessing we don't need to read all this out. Probably just flavor text.
You think?
All right, should I read it?
Yeah, of course. It's in the thing. They took the time to make it.
Dearest Hannah, the journey thus far has been something of an adventure, to say the least. As I mentioned in my last letter to you, I'm traveling to the east and am positively steeped in new experiences every step of the way. The sights, sounds, and smells are at once new and yet familiar, possessed of a wondrous ability, kind of a big space right, a wondrous ability to invite both fascination and nostalgia. In my conversations with local alchemists and elders, I have heard many fascinating stories. I was intrigued by one in particular. A woman spoke of their family matriarch who was said to have been a prominent figure within the community. Her wisdom and insight were unrivaled, and she was often the mediator for any conflicts that would arise. Legend has it that she once averted a great war that was about to break out between several traveling tribes, all by speaking only a few words of staggering wisdom. And when asked about how she obtained such insight, she simply smiled and gestured toward the sky. It is said that she obtained her wisdom in great many years from the consumption of a very familiar sounding potion. Their description lines up entirely with that of the bishops, except for one key detail. They said that these powers don't just come from the elixir, but are also tied to an astronomical event, the passing of a green comet. Supposedly, the potion must be consumed as the comet streaks across the sky, an act that represents an offering of the self to the ageless celestial body in return for its knowledge and life force. When I heard this, I began to wonder if it could be the same fire in the sky that the other elder spoke of.
It is suspicious triple space.
Yet, his story was of death and horror, whereas his legend speaks of healing and ascendance towards something greater. In the end, many mysteries remain, but hearing all these fresh perspectives has provided me with much to think about. As always, you're never far from my thoughts. I find myself reminiscing about everyday things, like foraging for mushrooms with you, your curly hair ablaze in the light of the sun. Do know that I carry you with me as I venture deeper and deeper into this new territory. Although my physical self is far away, I am never too far from you in spirit. Missing you dearly, Marquetta. Fire in the sky. I can go twice as high. Okay, that doesn't immediately show me anything of consequence.
Like the last letter, it could be something that we gotta look into later.
Okay, so this snake business here, we definitely have like a picture of a snake down here going round and round, and it's numbered 1 to 26. And then we have a bunch of shapes here that look like they might fit together. So for example, this one, Charina, looks like this side of it looks like it fits into this side of this one. Didactystus. I don't know how to say it. Diadophis. Right? Like a puzzle piece.
The reading Rainbow opening gave you nightmares as a kid. You would just randomly turn into an astronaut against your will. No, I can't say I share that same feeling. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some nightmares I had as a kid. I guess, I don't know.
So let's say that's true, and this one goes right here because this shape goes with this shape, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that were the case, then that would make this one number 2. 1, 2.
Yeah, it looks like it does.
So then what does this...
Well, if we're to assume that they're
it goes
real
right here.
size, yeah, at like that
So the
little
line
piece
continues
means
on.
nothing. The little cut they put in there.
I think it's decorative, right? 'Cause,
Right,
look at
right,
this,
right.
And I think it's meant to go like this. So that would make this one 3. So then we would continue on here.
And then the little arrow side over there, matrix or natrix.
Or is
or
it this one?
That one looks better.
Call that 5.
And then this weird shape there
I don't see that shape.
with a point in.
Not quite this.
Not, yeah. Is it? Oh, it's here, right? No, that's not it. We're not quite to the other side
direction.
yet. Yeah, eventually we're going to get to that side.
I mean, you got your,
Calipers?
yeah. I wasn't very smart when I was a child. Maybe you need to find the shape somewhere else. I mean, maybe we do.
Kind of looks like this.
Yeah, it does. So maybe this is 25. Maybe it was this one that we were looking at. Arrow here. Maybe it goes
It does
with
seem
this.
bigger, like you said, but yeah, I mean, process of elimination.
The problem is we're going to run out of space to put all these pieces in here.
I'm surprised we haven't run out
Because-
yet.
From here to here is only 31.
Work backwards. Yeah, that's a plan.
And like this is already 12 and 6. That's 18.
What measurement are you on right now? Curious. Inches? Okay.
And 18 plus 11 will be 29. We'd only have space for 2 more to fit in here if all of that is correct.
So,
Yeah.
assuming matrix is true, what would be after that? That shape. If after this is the matrix one. That kind of looks like it goes right back into this. Oh, that one. Well,
Wait, what's the question?
what's next? What's our number 5? And if it's matrix, then what's next after that?
I think 5 of these go in each area. I think it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 2, 5, 6, right? Wait a minute.
Right, because we
Oh,
started
because
on
one's not in there. You think that's right?
One's it? Yeah, like you said. So we're missing 24 of them. 24,
16, 17.
20.
There's
Or,
only 20 of them.
so that would, if there's 5 rows, then there's only 4 per row.
But there's
But
not
that doesn't
20
make
between
sense.
1 and 26.
You're right.
Maybe some of the shapes are used more than once.
This is to be used with this, right?
Yeah, so let's see what it says here. Combine the elements, combine the numbers, conjoin the bones. The bones will tell of an element. The element will tell of a number.
Oh, that's a good
The
point.
number
Ryan.
will tell of a bone. The bone will tell of the snake.
So
Oh.
is the transition a number?
Oh. Valid.
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
20,
5.
1,
So
2,
this is
3,
6.
4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. That's absolutely right.
You got it, Ramp.
But that means since there's 20 and there's 5 of these, there will be 4 in each area. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Thanks for signing on to I Love Counting. I heart counting.
God, I hope it's not as much math as that other one.
I don't think it really is.
I don't think it is either.
So I think we're actually meant to solve this part up here before we do this part, because it says the bone will tell of the snake.
Okay. So what are we looking for up here then?
Well,
this
there's
I
some-
can wrap my head around. I don't know what all this is.
There's some numbers in different places, and we also have this. So we know that 18 goes here, and it matches to this shape.
Got it.
Okay, great. So then we have 13 here. We don't know what shape goes with it yet. And there's another shape over here.
And there's also the circle around it is different for various things.
Oh, very good point.
There's another shape in this brown.
So the only other one that's like this is this one.
This 5 should be this, huh? Because
Well, how do you know it's not that?
because the symbol inside it.
Okay, well, I think this 13 must go here.
Child, you never figured that out. You've grown so much.
So then am I meant to draw this symbol in here?
See, that seems like it's asking a lot for you to draw something like that. They would have simplified the symbols, but I guess so.
Like, is it going to be useful to know that? Where these symbols are not used anywhere else on this puzzle.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be useful.
Okay, so over here we have either 18 or 13 because we know those are the only two numbers that. Wait a minute. There are other numbers.
Sure.
That go in.
I figured that had something to do with all this.
So maybe this is not 13, in fact, because it could be 2.
Oh, they're repeats.
Well, look at this. 1 and 1 are in 2 different shapes.
Yeah, there's repeat.
They're different.
Yeah.
Also, the font of the 1 is different.
And
there's a 5 and a 5.
Like I said, I could wrap my head around the snake. I don't know what's happening up here very much. Yeah, for that matter, I mean, yeah, the 5 and the 5, like you just mentioned, the 7 and the 7.
Well, these two 7s are in the same type of circles.
Yeah.
These 2 5s and these 2 1s are not. Well, here if we follow the path, this 5 goes to 6, and then it goes to 8.
I mean,
no,
theory,
wait, that's not right. It goes to 1.
This might be 7 because it's the only shape that matches it, unless it's another number completely. Like 7's the only thing we have up here. When you complete the snake, the lines will show up. So I have a feeling like all this art.
The lines of what?
I think this will make an image. Once we plug all these in, we draw them in.
So I shouldn't have written all these
Yeah,
numbers
you
here
should.
like that?
Yeah. Although they did. They drew a 1. So it's like, it makes sense that you did that. Oh, she's playing with a piece of paper.
Okay, so that's this one.
Mm-hmm.
So then, do you think it goes to here, or you think it goes to here?
Yeah, why did they do that? Why did they make them so close? Okay, so
it looks like the lesser one to me.
Yeah, we'll put 2 pencils here. Oh.
Oh, I took yours.
I'm just going to use a pointer, basically. So if it is this, where can we find that piece? If we find 3 more pieces that equal this, then...
This goes to this.
Okay, so that would go to... Where's that front? Well, that's right there.
Yeah. So this would be number 12.
Draw it in. I mean, I don't see any other thing that could fit that, so... I hope they're not looking for accuracy here, because there's no way for us to
yeah, I mean,
accurately draw
the
it.
best we can.
Like this one could be this one.
Yeah, for sure.
And it does continue the line, it looks like. Let's find all the edges here, I guess. Up top.
That one's this. Oh.
This weird little shape. It's got to be pretty obvious. Here.
It looks longer.
I know. So I don't... That's why I'm like, how could they want accuracy on this? They would have pre-drawn some lines for us or something.
That was this one. Well, we know this one goes here.
So if we're trying to get a symbol here, it looks like we're leaning towards this one. Right? No, that's not even close. This one.
I guess we'll see in a minute.
Yeah.
What about this? Because it looks very similar to this.
This thing?
Ah, okay.
And then this. Connected to the one you just drew?
No, that's a female and a female. We need this one.
Oh, good point.
Maybe the artist should have been doing this.
And this is that, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's just weird that it's starting a line. I guess you gotta start somewhere. Yeah, so we're on track to make this.
There's nothing else that we could make?
Nothing has that bottom left shape. So I'm looking down here.
So should I just stop?
Okay, let's say eventually we make that. What does that tell us?
I don't know.
Yeah. So,
But that means this one's here.
which is that, yeah.
So it should be, I should have 2 more shapes over here, actually.
And that tells us matrix is right here, or natrix.
Okay.
All right, read this again. This middle thing.
Combine the elements. Combine the numbers. Conjoin the bones. The bones will tell you of an element. The element will tell you of a number. The number will tell you of a bone. The bone will tell you of the snake.
Okay, these are the snake's bones that we're assembling. So that is telling us an element. That element will tell us a number.
Combine the elements. Combine the numbers. Conjoin the bones.
That pattern will tell you the element. Yeah, I mean, everything's pointing to this asteroid here, right there. Looks dark on my screen, but I want to see if it is. Look at the top diamond. It is a matching color. 1, 1, and 2. It has a 2.
This one leads to an 8. This one leads to...
Okay, they're talking about the number of bones, but maybe the keywords associated with it.
Oops, I just started pressing buttons on that. Take that away from me.
Turned it off, that's all.
1 plus 1 equals 2. But this 2 is not connected.
Connected via the diamond. Oh, like the total diamond, the green line?
1, 5, 6.
Some have arrows and some don't.
Yes.
I don't know if that matters. 6. So
He's
on the
saying
diamond to the
maybe
left.
this is 14.
Oh.
I mean, maybe it is. And maybe this one's 12.
Because 1 and 1 is 2 there, and yeah, that kind of makes sense. So this would be 6 on the other side of it.
I mean, yeah, theoretically.
Theoretically.
But is it as easy as that?
And
like this one
I
says
think it would be.
8.
Yeah, it's going in
1,
order. So this would be
2,
6, huh?
6, 7, 5, 7.
Was it breaking the...
What in the devil are these patterns? And what are these images?
It says 5, possibly 6, 7, 8. But then it resets to 1. If this is 2, then 3. Let's see, that's 7, so that doesn't work.
Yeah, and the 7 goes to a 5. But the 5 is pointing to the 7, not the other way around.
Good point. If you go to the southwest diamond, it is 18. The pattern matches with the 18 up top.
This 18 and this 18. Yes, we noticed that at the very beginning. Which shape is this? It's this one, right?
Yeah, but the circle is the dark, just the dark circle. That's why we were 5 up there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's right. Because here, the 18 is the furthest number out, and we know that that's 18.
And those borders are the same.
Yes. So it could be that this one is 12, because 7 plus 5 is 12.
But then the border wouldn't be the same.
Valid. Yes, the southern diamond is the water drop, and they're showing us a 5 and a 5 here. Oh, that's interesting. So look at that. For this one, it's this 5, it's this 5. It's not this.
It's not the outside.
Like 18 was the furthest one. This one is the one on the left.
But why? It is simply match circle borders.
Great, but I don't know what that means or how to understand that.
The number written at the top, I mean, that's why we wrote the 5 at the little mound of dirt.
There's more than one number in each type of circle.
Understood, but this one we wrote there because it matched the symbol. Symbol and border, that's why we wrote the 5.
Okay.
Same goes for this one, symbol and border has a 5, that is a 5.
Okay.
And same goes for this one, right? Symbol and border, that's the same.
Okay.
But the question is we don't have these symbols just floating around.
Like this one doesn't have any symbols in it.
Yeah, so what it gives
these
us...
borders are all available.
We have colors, and this is brown to brown, blue into blue. We could assume that's this, but we got fire, we got the volcano, we got the comet. And for this one, we don't have much to go on at all.
I mean, yeah, these ones are just
and those
really
are just
empty.
And we're
this
using
is an orange pot, and yet the color does not matter here.
Yeah, but we're using 3 symbols. There's 8 symbols up here, and we have 5 spots left, so that makes sense that all of them will have a symbol and associated with it. But why is this a pot? Let's see, water.
Assuming the number is either going to be 1 or 2, we only really need the asteroid, right?
In theory, based on
we don't
the
even
snake.
know what we're trying to get here. I mean, theoretically, according to the letter, we're trying to understand the snake species. Which species of snake? I'm going to guess it's going to be some of these words.
Right. It's going to be one of those 20 words, I would imagine.
So is it that when we find out what this number is, we find that number block in the snake, and that's the name of the snake?
Combine the numbers, join the bones. The bones will tell of an element it has. We're at that step. The element will tell us a number, and that's where we find the number of the bone. And the bone tells us the snake. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
I'm gonna guess he thinks the top one is the fire. I'm not sure how he got that.
The top one is the fire. I mean, it would be opposite water. I guess thematically that makes sense. What's opposite dirt? Clouds?
The wind.
Or the wind, yeah. And then we got the 18 pottery. What's opposite pottery? Volcano, because it's earth plus water equals pottery. Yeah, true.
Oh, so you think because we have earth and water here, that equals pottery. You merge them together to make pottery.
Yeah.
So if this is earth, wind, fire, earth, water, fire, and wind. So let's say this one's fire and this one's wind. Then what does wind plus water equal?
Clouds.
So cloud. What does wind plus fire equal?
Probably the fireball.
The asteroid?
Yeah, because earth and fire equal volcano.
So we'll call this volcano. We'll call this asteroid. So the number we need is this number right here. Of course, we've got to do a lot of work to get to it.
Yeah.
But I think we're somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere.
Yeah.
If we could understand what these arrows are telling us.
Why would 5 point to 7? And then the other 5 points to 6.
So then volcano, this one would be 6 right here. Fire would be 1. Cloud would be 7. Based on everything we've done before.
Sure.
But now we have 5 and 5. I guess that's correct?
Yeah, I don't see a reason that's not acceptable yet. There's nothing telling us that these numbers are unique. Because we start off with 2 their 5s written, right?
Okay.
And multiple 1s and stuff like that. So,
7 points to 8.
I think it's addition.
7 points to 8 and 1 points to 8. 7 plus 1 is 8.
Okay. Look at the fire and ground.
Look at here. 1 and 5 equals 6. The arrows are pointing into this one.
Okay. And the 1 and the 7 are pointing at the 8 on fire and ground. Okay, so...
let's take, for example, this one. 7 is pointing to this, and 5 is pointing to this. That means it's 12.
12. And we know
12 plus 6 is 18.
True. So that 5, and then we assume that's a 1 on the other side.
That has to be a 1.
So the number at the bottom should be 6.
And then 1 and something equals 6. So it has to be 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
5
cool.
and 1 equals 6 on the asteroid.
This
No, right next to it. This 5 and this 1, right?
equals 6. Okay, I was looking at the other one. This one's 1, and we don't know what that is yet.
Something. We can get there.
Something equals 7. 5
2.
and 2 equals 7. So 2 and 1 equals 3, which would make this 9, which would make that 9.
So bone 9.
And would make wind 7. Bone 9 would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
One
It's
we
this
didn't
one
really
right
do.
here. So this one is going to be this. I didn't draw it perfectly because this should be further over, but if this is number 9, this is Eric's. So first we have to chat with him. This is February.
So don't say you up.
I mean, you can.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Be awkward if I use my name. Be confusing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thanks for letting me know.
With the items from this package, you will need to find the names of 3 more potion ingredients, snake, flower, mushroom, the layout of the tunnels, and the location of the lab, just like I thought. You can work on finding all this information simultaneously, but I won't plan on going down to the tunnels until you have everything. As I mentioned in the letter, I'll need your help to program navigation instructions into the bot since we don't know what the conditions are like down there, but first things first, let me know the names of the 3 potion ingredients one at a time.
Oh, but we did it we checked it, right? That's what
Yeah,
we
we
did the
did
first
it in
time.
the check, yeah. So just
To
would
make
go
sure.
to snake, Eric's, E-R-Y-X.
Correct.
Look at us. Thank you to the math major in the chat. So we can tell Jesse Eric's. He'd be happy with that. Okay, we know which snake bone to use. I didn't know snakes had bone. All right, so we can put this one to the side. I don't think we'll need it again. Maybe we'll move on to the mushroom? Or do you want to do flower next?
I mean, it's one and the same, right?
I think let's do flower next. It's bigger and prettier.
I think we're so bright because of the... Yeah, I don't normally have these lights on, but we need it for us to see. So it'll just be bright.
This is interesting. It says here, pattern, feature, form, and color. When all is full, there will be one other.
I'll move it. Just place it wherever you're comfortable.
A lot to look at here. I hate these flower puzzles. I'm always like, is that a thing? Or I can add gooder. Okay, so we know there's a pattern, a feature, a form, and a color. When all is full, there will be one other. Is it a Venn diagram? Here's K. Where's S?
I'm guessing we're going to be looking for features that are shared between these two.
Where's K and E? No.
Yeah, might be a Venn.
I mean, like, what do K and E have in common? They both have these
Could
stamen
be,
things sticking
yeah.
out.
See, immediately I see these speckled petals matching with K and H.
They also match in color, so
Yeah.
that's complicated.
Interesting.
I was trying to look and see if I could figure out where color goes on in all of this madness.
We also have
Is it just literally these
those
colors?
colors. Yeah.
D and I, it's showing, are both over here. Okay,
Yep.
so we know the other ones that go over here are going to be
Pink.
J, G, R,
Colorblind people be damned. Last one kind of
and L.
slightly used colors.
So those are all going to go in this pink section.
Mm-hmm.
And then our purples are S, Q, M, F, and B. Okay, and then for our yellows, which are going to go over here, we already have K and S. Do you see S? Oh, because it has a tiny little bit of yellow.
Yeah,
So
because mixed
we
in
need
between.
P, A, H.
We also have this inner circle and outer circle. C is over here in the inner circle. It has the speckled leaves as well. So that's worth noting. Is that Q?
That's O.
That's O. Q is this one. Interesting.
Missing. Okay, P, A, and H are the other yellows. Okay. And then there's these kind of, sorry, not this one and
Right.
this one that break something out. So what do, like, for example,
Something that D doesn't have.
Q and I both have?
Right.
So here's Q, here's I. I think I know-
Downward flowers.
I think I know what it is. Yeah. And
So this semicircle should be downward
yeah, I think so. So I think L has to go right here.
because of the color and downward flowers.
It's pink and it has downward flower.
M should be up here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what are we assuming this inner circle is that Q and M differ in?
Q
and M.
and M. Well, it says pattern, feature, form, and color. So it must be the feature that they're different in.
Something
Also, do you not see the speckles?
yeah. Does
I
that
don't
have
think
speckles?
this one really has speckles.
So the inside circle might be speckles because C has speckles. K have speckles. Where's K? J. Up here. Yes, it does.
And C does, and L does.
Yeah. So outer circle doesn't have speckles. Inside
Okay.
does. That's downward flower.
So what other downward flowers do we have besides L, I, Q, and M?
O.
O,
Yep. O, T.
O, and T. And this one has speckles, this one doesn't. So we'll put O here and T here.
Yep, because they are not in the colors.
And then as far as these ones go, purple flowers, I know I've got F and B. And B.
Speckles,
B also
speckles.
has yellows in it. So B goes over here. F goes here. And then there's
Yep.
another N goes right there.
All
I don't know
right.
what I'm solving this one yet, but
We haven't even touched on this, but
let's go over to the yellows. So we know we have B and S.
when all is full, there will be one other.
Yes.
So that's why we're
B
doing
and
it.
S are done. We've got K that has something that it shares with this group.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this group is. K and E.
He's here.
Oh, it's those stamen things.
Yeah.
I'm going to write stamen over here, and hopefully that's right. So do we have another?
P is yellow with stamen. That could go here.
Yeah, because it doesn't have any dots on it.
Yep.
So then in this area would be the other two yellows that we have left, which are A and H. A and H. A has to go on the
Speckled.
outer, and H has to go on the inner.
Yep.
All right, the pinks.
We also have,
I and L are done.
yeah.
Do any of the pinks have the stamens? Yeah, J. It's not speckled. And this G has a stamen and is speckled. So that just leaves
R. It is speckled. Yep.
right there. So who have we not done? It should be a white flower. C, E. E was already pre-written. It's right there.
T is right there. O is right there. E, you said it's pre-written. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that the thing we're missing? Is
Pattern, feature, form, and color. When all is full, there will be one other.
So the thing we're missing is a speckled white. What's the circle again? Stamen. Speckled white stamen flower.
Yeah, so where do we look for... Wait, didn't we have like a list of flowers?
Do we need kit 1?
Wasn't there a list of flowers
There were
in the
plants.
first?
But yeah, they could have included flowers. Does it say we still need the package?
Well, here's some names of some stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe we use that. Oh, I don't think this is that.
Yeah,
These
very
are like
different art.
really plants.
Look around, look around.
So what is this all telling us? Because I feel like our answer is one of these words. Are they the first letter of? Because I see 2 M's. It shows Milo in the very center. So does that mean this is Milo? Because it's in the center of the Venn diagram?
Could be. 1, 2, 3. It's 5 things outside of it, huh? Is that true up there?
No, way more than 5.
Yes.
But I think it's organized differently.
Position
So
of the
5
names.
here, 5 there. Position of the names might correspond with the diagram. I thought that, but it doesn't exactly... Does it? I mean, do these correlate to that? And like, if they do, then the answer would be this. We can try it.
We can try it. What is it?
Vantia, V-A-N-T-I-A.
T-I-A, like that?
Mm-hmm. Wow,
That
it
is
was
it.
that simple.
All right.
Tell it to Jesse.
They had to make it all fancy. Like this then versus this.
Tell it to Jesse.
I mean, last time we did it all at once, but that's fine.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Go back and watch the video.
Yep, it's true.
You'll find the answer.
We did all of the, this thing, we did it all. And then at the very end, we just plugged them all in.
Well, I have bad memory. It's a condition. I feel like we did some of it this way and some of it all at once. I don't feel like it was one or the other way.
chat we did all at once. The other one, we just gradually got all the answers.
Scroll up and look at our chat with him from last time. It'll tell you the time.
The power's gone out for like 17 hours in between that.
Well, flowers are done. Snake is done. So next we need to do mushroom.
Mushrooms.
Great. All the numerals on the map are inaccurately placed, although it seems like 6 has been moved to its correct position. 6. Oh, it's showing 6 right here. The drawings of the mushrooms should help determine the position of the others. When they're all in the right place, it will be possible to deduce their names. But once that's done, how to find the right species? Look at my letter and remember that fungi curl from the bottom up. Yeah, I did notice this actually. In her letter, there are letters that curl, that have curly stuff. Look at this M right here, for example. Look at this curly comma.
It didn't need to be this
E
way.
right here. Yeah, so I think that has something to do with this.
Good thing you read that letter.
Remember that fungi curl from the bottom up. The Larachmia and Ogmoleta species, oh, here's everything I know, are always found on riverbanks. Anomalta mushrooms do not have pointed caps. The Amanitoa and Asparosa species grow to the south of all the other mushrooms. Kalamota mushrooms do not grow in mountainous terrain. Cobineous mushrooms do not have spots. Asparosa mushrooms have a medium thick stem. The Narmosea species is found to the south of the Cobineous species. Larachmia mushrooms grow farther east than the Asparosa species. Why couldn't they have been called like Bill and Ted and Tom and Billy?
Sounds more scientific this way.
Yeah, but it hurts me.
All right. So, wonder how long.
We've got a classic deduction puzzle.
There we go. Every 0.6685 inches will be 1 unit of measure.
So I'm going to write down the names of the puzzle, the names of the different mushrooms. We have 8 different mushrooms. Larachmia, Ogmoleta?
Probably just write down the first 3 letters. That'd be fine.
I don't know. Anomalta? Oh, see, is this different from this? Anomalta and Amanitoa? The names are too similar. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Asparosa? That's 6. Cobinius? Calamoda? That's 7. Narmosia.
All right.
Okay, so there are 8 names of our different mushrooms.
And they all have certain rules.
Yeah, some of them. She said we should be able to deduce the name. So that's interesting.
Okay.
So I think maybe solving which name goes with which mushroom is the first step, and then we can do the map.
Sure.
Oh, wait, we need to do the map at the same time. Because, for example, these ones are always found on riverbank.
Okay. So I guess put little dash river or something to let us know which ones are rivers. Larachmia and Omelet. Ogumito.
So which numbers are on riverbanks? What's a river?
What were they saying about the 6? It's been moved to the correct position.
Yeah, the numbers are all in the wrong
Oh, they're
spot.
all wrong. Got it. And what's the significance of the distance? Is it something they mentioned down here?
Farther east than the species.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't really talk about any distance there.
I'm just wondering why it even told us the distance unit things. All
I
right.
don't know the answer to that yet. So these 2 are riverbanks. I don't think I should do it like that.
When they're all in the right place, it'll be possible to deduce their names. But once that's done, how to find the right species?
Then Amanamama.
Remember that fungi's curl from the bottom up.
No.
So you pointed out the curls, and they circle it there to remind us to look for those.
Calamoda mushrooms do not grow in mountainous. Cobinius do not have spots. Asperosa, that's this one. Medium thick stem. Narmosia, south of Cobinius. Larachmia, furthest east. Oh, and Asperosa.
Are the dark lines on the map rivers? I would guess they
I
are.
think so.
There's so many. I found 8 curls here, which is what I was looking for, was 8. It could be more, but I don't see any more. Oh, yeah, there are. So yeah, it's going to be more than 8 over here then. I thought I might go with that.
What is considered a curl? Like, is this a curl?
It seemed pretty specific to that, so that's what I've been aiming for.
Specific to that.
An unattached curl.
Well, these are like attached to the letters.
No, I mean to itself. See how it curls in? Doesn't loop back like the G loops back and touches it.
Oh, look at that T.
Yeah, the T right next to it.
What about this E right here?
Yeah, definitely. Nostalgia, the O. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
You think it spells something out when we find them all?
Maybe.
You think we should go
Although one of
over
them's
again?
a comma, so it could be a phrase.
Yeah.
So far I have TE, so maybe there's an H in there, maybe? TE comma?
I don't know if the comma is part of it, but that comma looks weird to me compared to like this comma.
Yeah. No, it's definitely weird. I agree. TE. The comma's definitely part of it. Like, why go extra on that? I don't understand. Yeah, there's a weird thing there. There's so much of it.
Like, is this?
Yes. There's so many.
I'm going to look in this bottom paragraph.
Like, what do you think of this? I don't think that's it, but
No, I don't either.
sometimes come.
They even said your curly hair.
Didn't put anything in it. There's way more than 8.
I don't know if it spells something, because this is like SRF.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this T?
Yeah. Just keeps happening.
Okay, what does she say about that? The numerals are inaccurately placed. 6 has been moved to its correct position. So this is its correct position up here. The drawings of the mushrooms should help determine the position of the others. When they're all in the right place, it will be possible to deduce their names. Once that's done, how to find the right species? Look at my letter. Remember that fungi. There's literally a curl right here.
On there too. Circle it. Is there any more up there?
I didn't notice it, but I wasn't looking for it. I mean, like, look at this E compared to that E.
Yeah, that.
I mean, the E's are not all the same, but...
True, but that one just sitting by itself, that's a little suspicious.
Well, apparently that is the last step. She says we should be able to do all the other things before we get to that. But here's the thing, the problem I have. Does it mean that... How do we know where to stick them? Can it just be moved to, like, right here? Or are they, like, going to trade places with each other?
I mean, this one didn't trade places with anyone.
Exactly. So how are we meant to know exactly where to put it on the map?
That's a good point.
When we have things like...
Is there any mention of distance? Like for the,
No.
what is this, 6? It moved 3 distances according to their little chart.
No, it
And also
did not.
where along the... Well, what's the rules we know about... Oh, we don't even know their names yet.
I mean, we know the 8 names.
But we don't know what 6 is.
Well, we know that this one doesn't have spots. So it could be one of the other 7. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3 of these ones have spots. So we know those ones are not cobineous. This one does not have a pointed cap, so it can't be... I mean, what do you call a pointed cap? These 3?
Yeah, I don't know. One person's point is another person's...
But other ones say,
not
like,
point.
it grows furthest south.
Well, that's
Or
going to be on
it
the-
grows on the riverbank.
Because we know north. Huh, that's a good point. Where do they move to? Because we see their current locations. There's no dots for us to draw to, is there? Because this is just kind of sitting out in the field.
No. Does it matter that they moved the numeral to the left side of the dot instead of it being normally on the right side of the dot?
I don't know if that matters. I would guess that it doesn't.
And do we need to also draw the line like they've drawn? Is it always going to be a certain number of units?
All the numerals on the map are inaccurately placed. We know that, so they're all wrong. Although it seems like the 6 has been moved to its correct position. Why does it seem like it? Is it not?
I'm guessing it is.
The drawings of the mushrooms should help determine the position of the others. The drawings will help. How? When they're all in the right place, it will be possible to deduce their names. Okay, let's back it up.
Well,
the
we-
drawings of the mushrooms should help determine.
We know that 6 is this one. How that helps us, I don't know. But I feel like that's the starting point.
Okay, so we know this area, it's not mountainous, it's not by water. So the ones with spots and thick stems don't grow by water or mountain. But I would say that is a pointed cap. So we can rule
Okay, well,
out...
it's not by riverbank, right?
Right, so it's not the
So
first
it can't be these 2. It's not a pointed cap, you say.
I don't think... I mean, this is a pointed cap. Although they could be
Well,
saying...
they're saying this one doesn't have a pointed cap. I think they mean these type are not
Yeah,
pointed,
the more
and these
rounded.
3 are.
Okay, let's say it is.
So it can't be this one because
Okay.
this one does not have a pointed cap.
Yep.
These 2 are the furthest south. That's
This is-
definitely not the furthest south.
Nope.
This one has no spots.
It does have spots.
This one is not in a mountainous area.
So it could be that because...
Or it could be this one, which says it just grows south of the other one.
Right. So we're down to
So
those
it
2.
could be one of these 2 for number 6. Not sure how that helps us.
Well, what do we know about Naramosa? We just know it's south of the no spot one. I'm going back to this letter and write down all these things, see if something jumps out. I doubt it, but... yeah.
That Melissa?
No, that's my work phone. Which is often spam. Well... there's nothing happening from this.
Yeah, I think it's the last step.
Maybe
Maybe we'll go to the hint.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I can't One last look at this map here. Goes all the way up to 8. We got the 1 sitting on our riverbank, but they already said that's the wrong position. Why would they say that? All the numerals on the map are inaccurately placed.
I originally read it that you needed to trade them. 2 should have been over there and 1 should have been over there or whatever. But 6 has been moved to a brand new spot, just out in the middle of nowhere. And we have no way of knowing where are the spots that the mushrooms could be. We don't know.
All right.
You need the mushrooms in the Marquetta's letter. We've got that much. Your first goal is to figure out where each Roman numeral belongs. Do you notice anything about the mushroom drawings? Okay, so she said look at the drawings.
She did.
Oh, yes, I do notice something about them, actually. Do you? Not sure how that helps us, but I do notice something.
I mean, nothing specifically. I just noticed some have features.
Look at this line right here, right here, right there, right here.
Oh my gosh.
Right there. This one I'm not quite sure of. And then this one's right here. Oh, it's right here.
So there's a heavy dark line on them.
Yes.
Which is...
Is it telling us
distance?
The distance and the direction?
Possibly.
So where's number 6?
Or would it be north or south?
Here's number 6 right here.
Uh-huh.
It definitely is in that direction, for sure.
True. Why is it 3? There's 3 red dots on it.
But
I don't think the actual distance of that matters. I think this direction and a feature will tell us how many distance units. Like this has 4 red.
You think that's it? How are we meant to know what to count?
I mean, it seems to be a red feature.
Oh.
It's a black line and a red feature. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. I don't know. This seems to be 1, 4, maybe
2.
3 or 2. Yeah. And then 2.
Well, I mean, do you count each of these little bumps?
Oh, we're going off the map in that case.
The line in 6 goes in the same direction as the line. Yes, exactly. Yeah. All right, so let's do 5 because it looks like it's the easiest.
Let's try it.
So we have one of these.
We don't know north or south yet.
Oh.
Oh, maybe,
where is 5?
Maybe you go with 4 because it's way up here.
Where's 5?
Yeah.
If we go 2 south.
Oh, we're off the map. It's 0.6 or something.
Use this.
Oh, it's probably tightened right now. So I locked it into that because that was our distance.
Oh, good. Lock it to this distance.
Let's see. So right there. 0.75. There you go. It's locked in.
Thank you. Thanks, Dad. So then, yeah, you're right. Because if we take this one and we did 2 of them to the south, it's still on the map.
It's still on the map, but does it meet any of the criteria? Does it change criteria?
Well, you know what? I think it is
does.
telling us what direction it goes. This one went from the stem out, that way. I think it goes from the stem that way. So I think we go up. And this one, by contrast, goes down.
Fair. Yeah, that's why they're showing us those weird angles.
So I'm just going to do 5 first because that was the one just matched my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be like right here.
Riverbank. All right, let's do the rest of them.
So what, number 7?
Going south.
Where is 7?
Way up here. Oh, wait, that's 8.
Oh, it's this one. So if you're right, then we need to go down 4 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be like right here.
Oh, all right. Not crazy about that. Just because it doesn't change our narrative about what 7 is. But let's continue and see what else we get.
So 8 we think is 1 because there's just one big red section.
Yeah, I guess.
So it would be like.
I'd say that's where we start.
Something like this direction, and it would end up like right here. Okay, number 1. I really don't know what number we're meant to count with number.
Skip it. Deduce all the rest, and I think that'll help.
2. We think it's 2 of them, right? 1, 2, red sections.
Nice, yeah.
And it's going to go up that way.
I mean, how accurately are you doing the angle?
Just the best I can.
Okay.
I don't have a way to, like, perfectly do it, per se. I mean, like...
you need, like, a protractor, but, I could extend it just by putting the remote there. And that's about what you want to do. So you could look up there and see how spot on it. That's pretty good. Riverbank.
Okay, 3. Do we think this is just considered 1? Because you can look right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 little...
But they're all connected to this, to the
things.
center. I think it's 1.
So this one and this one are both 1?
Yeah. I've had some 2s.
So this one's directly to the west, I mean.
Drop it to the east.
This one, number 4, would be 4. It's directly to the east. 1, 2, 3. It'd be like right here.
Mountains. Number 1? Oh, yeah, we don't know number 1.
So I'm going to circle them just to make them a little clearer.
Sure.
2, 7, 5, 8, 4, 3, 6. So that's everybody, right? 2. Should have done this in ink pen.
So we know
2, 3, 4, 5.
what hasn't been mapped yet.
6, 7. I know I did 7. 7. Okay.
It's all number 1 hasn't been mapped. That's the only one.
Number 1 has not been mapped.
So
But we know it goes in this direction. So,
No.
Sorry. That one goes in this direction. Sorry.
so there's only so much room. So it'd have to be a 1 because if it were multiples, I mean, it'd just go off the map.
But there's this part and there's this part.
Oh, so is it 2? I think it's 2.
Okay.
That seems fair. I think that
So
works.
we'll call it here for now.
The power people are outside. Or truck noises.
I got the power.
They're often there. Hope the power doesn't blink. We'll see.
So the 2 that are the furthest south would be 1 and 7. And we know that one of them has a medium thick stem. 1 and 7. Well, 7 is the one with the medium thick skin, obviously. So I think that's got to be Asperosa, and Amanitoa has to be number 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 1 and 7 are so close. As far as furthest south or so.
Yeah, it says they're both further south than all the other mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
So then the next thing we can do is figure out the 2 that are on the riverbank. This one is on a riverbank. This one's on a riverbank. Is this on a riverbank?
Wait, this one isn't. That's the old one.
Oh, oops. So then it's got to be 5.
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
Maybe 4? Oh, yeah, 5. Well, you said 5 already.
2.
2, yeah. I mean, most of the mushrooms are north of Narmosia, right? Because they're the southernmost.
No, Narmosia is just south of Cobinius.
Oh, so you wrote that it could be 6? I see the 6 now.
One of these is going to be 6.
Oh, I gotcha.
That's what we discovered at the very beginning.
That's north of Narmosia.
So this one's going to be Amanitoa. And number 7 is going to be Asperosa.
Yep.
And then as far as like this one's going to be either Lair or Og. And this one's going to be either Lair or Og.
Layer goes further east than the Asperosa.
Oh, we know where Asperosa is. It's number 7.
Yeah, so
This one. So out of 5 and 2, 5 is over here. 2 is not. 2 is west.
okay, so then we know that is
This one's got to be 5.
right.
And this one has to be 2. So 2 is for sure Aga whatever.
Og.
Agmaleta. And this one is Larachmia.
All right. 4 left.
Mm-hmm.
What do we know about them? No pointed cap. And we know.
Well, who's left that doesn't have a pointed cap? This one doesn't have a pointed cap at all.
That's true, and that has to be it
So
then.
we're the only one left.
Because then we have just 3 pointed caps.
No Malta, so this is number 8.
The other one says no spots, which I guess would be one of these 2 for the Cobinius. So one of these 2 is north of Naramosa, which is Naramosa's. Oh, we don't know. We suspect it could be a 6, yeah. But either way, we know that the 6 is not
We know where the 6 is located.
Cobonius or whatever.
6 is right here.
Right.
But you were doing something with something, and
Well, we know we're working with just these 3, right? Yeah, because they're not named yet.
right.
So the no spots thing, these are the only 2 with no spots, so we know
Okay.
what that isn't.
So it's either 3 or 4. And these two, one of them has to be 6.
What's the notes we have? Not what?
Not on the mountains. So can we look at 6, 3, and 4?
6 is not on a mountain.
True.
3 is kind of near some mountains. 4 is definitely in a mountain.
Yeah, 4 is definitely in the mountains.
So this cannot be 4.
So that leaves 3. No, that's right. The one above it is that.
So 4 is either this one or this one.
South of, the ones that's 3 or 4.
This one's 3 or 6. This one's 6 or 4. And this one's 3 or 4.
Oh,
But these two are north and south of each other.
Right.
Cobainese mushrooms do not have spots, have a medium thick stem. Yeah.
So what's the southernmost one of these? Because
3,
one
4, and
says
6.
so one has a note about being north, one has a note about being south. So maybe their positions will tell us which is which.
4 is all the way up here. It's not south of anybody.
Okay, so then
That cannot be this guy.
correct. Yeah, so that has to be 6.
So he has to be 6.
3.
He has to be 3.
And 4.
And he has to be 4.
So we know 6 is
6 is Narmosia.
Narmosia.
Why are you writing?
Oh, do we not do that?
Why do you think that 6 is the...
All right, we're back from that power outage. They took Ronald along. You turn off the hints. We were right in the middle of discovering some things. And in fact, power might blink again. They're still out there doing something. So I'm guessing, let's see. So Ronald discovered a few things here. Something about what we wrote here and the curling up of things. Ronald's here to give a recap of, cap, like a mushroom cap, of what we've discovered. Fungi curl from the bottom up, you discovered as the lights went out.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to look at what you wrote down from the bottom up.
Which you said something like first letter, then F. There must be something after that F that I missed. F.
Probably of number.
Oh, there's an O missing somewhere.
Oh,
There's
number.
the O. That's the one I suspected, and I asked you, but we both suspected it wasn't that. But of number 1,
comma,
E-T. First letter of number 1.
Number 1 is Amanitoa. So that would be A.
Okay, so is there anything above this that could be perceived as a curl? C. So that would be E-T, etc.
Oh, so the first letter of number... That doesn't really mean anything.
First letter of number 1, etc.
I mean, that would spell something that doesn't make a word. We've done something wrong in the deduction, is what we've done. We've deduced something's not right with which one is which one.
You think?
Well, because these letters obviously do spell something, but they're not in order.
Interesting. So you think they're just taking the first letter of
Maybe
every
it is the
one?
first letter of number 1, the second letter of number 2, and so on.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe it is. That would be A-S-L-I.
This is also not seeming
Correct. Because they all have 8 letters. And then it would be C-S-S-A.
also does not seem to spell a word.
Well, they're kind of gibberish, but I wonder if they would give us gibberish to plug in.
So we're close. We've got most of the things done right, but I think the deduction is not done correctly.
First letter of number 1, etc. First letter of number 1, etc.
1 and 7 are the furthest south. Yes. And 7 has a medium thick skin, and it's further west than Larachmia. Larachmia we have labeled as 5. Here is 7. Where is 5? It is further west than Larachmia. Number 8 does not have a pointed cap. Yes. Number 2 and 5.
I never wrote these down. I-E-S. And then assuming I didn't really look at these. Because I wrote I-E, and I guess that's there. Well, L in itself would curl up as well. Lies?
2 and 5 are supposed to be on the riverbank. 5 is definitely on the riverbank. 2 is on a riverbank.
And 5 should be further east than 7. 5 is further east than 7, yes. 4 should have no spots. Correct. And it's north of 6. 4 is definitely north of 6. It's north of everything. I don't know where 6 even is. Oh, this one. 3 is not the mountain. 3 is in the... Uh-oh. Here's a problem. 3 is not the mountain. It should not be the mountain.
It's definitely in the mountains. Okay.
So maybe we did 3 and 4 backwards. Maybe I was writing too fast at that time.
Still 2 C's.
Oh, no, but what if it's the second letter, that thing?
Right.
Remember? So it would be the third letter here would be B, and the fourth letter would be, the fourth letter of 4 would be A. Asbaxa.
Asbaxa. Of course it's Asbaxa.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, we've been having problems on this one. It's a little messier. Also, why does it spell lies on this other sheet backwards? I haven't noticed any other curls.
So does 3 have no spots? And is it north of Narmosia of 6? 3 is north of 6, yes. And then 4 is not in the mountains. 4 is in the mountains.
We knew that.
This is not correct.
The switch. Okay, post-switch, I got it.
Okay, should I just erase everything and start over? You have graphite on your forehead now.
I went to church. I showed them my prayer beads and they smudged some stuff on me. Sure. I mean, I guess.
I don't know what to do.
I don't think we're too far off. So those last 3 that we were dealing with were those. And the reason we came up with that is because of that. So if that's not 6, it would be 4, right?
Yeah.
Now, could the other ones be 6 and still be true? Well, where's 6?
6 is not in the mountain.
Okay.
And 4 would be south of 3.
Where's 3?
4 is not south of 3.
4 is way up there. So could they be swapped? 4,
Does
no
4 have
spots. No.
Is
It is
it
north.
of 3?
Yeah.
And 3 is south of 4. Okay, we could try this.
Let's try it on.
So I think it'd be a S still, because 1 and 2 didn't change. 3 would be R. 4 would be I. We did change 6. 5. 6 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. O. Asricosa. This could be correct.
That could be correct.
Let's put it in there and check it. ASRICOSSA.
All right. Oops, what the heck? It's reloaded on me all of a sudden.
We did have a power outage.
Yeah. Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Asricosa. What about first letter?
The first letter of each thing.
Yeah, since we changed the order a little bit.
I think this is very close to right.
I agree. It seems like we're near.
I mean, first letters are still going to be A, O. I just don't think that's going to be correct.
Yeah, it's going to be weird.
A, O, N, C. Yeah, this is not right. L.
Something
I feel
weird.
like we're very, very close here. 2 is on the riverbank.
Howdy.
Is 3 on the riverbank?
What'd you bring? Oh.
3 is like in the mountains. 3 I would not say is on a riverbank.
We had a power outage. Is truck still out there?
2 is on a riverbank.
You can join us?
5 is on a riverbank. That's what we already have. 2 and 5 are on the riverbank. And 5 is further east than 7. Is that right?
I was talking to Melissa. I don't know. We got a panda raid. Hey, Panda Angel. Hey, Phantom Meeple.
Hello.
People of Panda Angel. Welcome. We're puzzling. And we are puzzled.
We're struggling.
We're struggling. Hey, Panda. Thanks for raiding over here. We're currently working our way through a difficult puzzle. It's been tough. And so we're playing the Emerald Flame. This one's a little tricky, but we're about ready to hit the hint button on this. We started to hit the hint button, then we stopped. Can you turn that 4th dial up all the way?
The Narmosia
4th.
species
All the way.
is found to the south of the Cobinius species. Marachmia
Hello, everyone.
grow farther east.
Thanks for the raid, y'all.
The the Asperosa.
Who's going to PAX
species.
Unplugged? That's our next con. I know everybody's talking about Essen right now, but all right.
Well, I re-verified that I wrote everything down correctly, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
These can all be erased because they're not correct.
Here you go.
What is this?
It's,
You know about such things?
it's prayer beads or
It's
something.
a rosary,
Rosary,
but it's
yeah.
all broken.
Okay, we were like, we're not Catholic. We don't know how it's meant to work.
Oh, it should have.
Yeah, it should just be
So
like
this-
Mardi Gras beads.
Usually on a rosary, you got your cross, you got your Our Father, you got your 3 Hail Marys, you got your glory bead. This is like the Hail Holy Queen. So this is your bottom. I don't know why this is here.
It's gonna be to
It's
lay
part
out.
of the puzzle.
It's gonna be a map thing, I think.
It's.
I don't
This
think it really
goes-
has much to do with it being a rosary.
Let's get a clue.
Okay.
Let's get several clues. I think we're gonna get a bunch of hints that are gonna be like, we already know the answer. That we already knew that. We just need one little hint.
All right.
See, 9. No, 9's wrong.
Each mushroom has a distinctly darker line. Yep, we
Mhm.
found that already. The lines point in 8 directions, perhaps showing where the mushrooms really belong. Yeah, we found that already. Now you have directions, but how far do you go? Note the color of the arrow, and the example arrows showing where 6 belongs. Yeah, we found that also. Different number of red markings. 6 has 3. If you're playing the second edition, all the red elements have been changed to blue. Or not. Use the number of red markings on each mushroom as the number of distance units to travel. 3/4 of an inch. We knew that already. Once you've traced lines from each mushroom in the correct direction for the correct number of units and determined their correct placement, look over the clues on the bottom, step by step, to figure out what numeral belongs to what name. We tried to do that, but failed. More. Amenatoa and Asperosa are the 2 southernmost mushrooms.
Is that true?
Therefore, they must be 1 and 7. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
have.
that's true.
Since Asperosa has a medium thick stem, it cannot be 1 and must be 7. Yep, that's exactly what I have, making Amenatoa 1. If Larachmia and Agamalta are always found near lakes or streams, they
say
must
that, did
be
they? It's a
2
riverbank.
or 5. That's in the other edition.
Oh,
There
okay.
there was 1 extra river line near the final placement of 4. Ignore it. Okay, so yeah, they must be 2 or 5. Since Larachmia grow to the east of Asperosa, Larachmia must be 5, and the other one's 2. Okay, all of those are correct. 5, 2, 1, and 7. Great. Since Kalamota don't grow in mountainous terrain, they can't be 3, 4, or 8. They must be 6. That's what we have.
Well, not in the prayer sense. It's going to be a map thing.
It's going to be a puzzle.
Yeah, it's a puzzle. It's not. It's just
I was
thematically
thinking
prayer
maybe
beads.
number wise, like because they usually.
No.
do
It's
10s.
distance. It's distance. See the colors at the end. It's gonna be used for this map later.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
They already told us
these numbers don't make no sense to me.
Yeah. You good?
All of it's right so far. Cobinius can't be 7, right? Since they don't have spots. And Armosia grows to the south of Cobinius, so Cobinius also cannot be 3. This means Cobinius must be 4. That is correct.
You currently have that.
Yeah. Animalta can't be 3 because of the pointed cap, meaning it must be 8.
That's what I
Okay,
have.
so all of them are correct. So then let's see if we've solved this correctly. Maybe I've done this wrong. So let's go. First letter of 1 is A. The second letter of 2 is G. I had the wrong letter written. 3 would be R. Agricosa.
Hey, folks, we're back. Have power out, and we decided, you know what, give the power company some time to figure that out, and let's plug in this thing because that's where we left off.
Agricosa.
Agricola. Correct. Which was, oh gosh, all this stuff again.
You have to start all this over?
I guess so. Oh,
Well, fortunately, I wrote everything down.
he even doesn't capitalize because I didn't. Are you ready to continue?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Agricosa.
Agricosa.
Vantia. TIA.
Yeah.
And Eryx. ERYX.
Now that we know the 3.
Have you used the map and the window images to figure out the tunnel layout and where the map is located? No, not yet.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right, well, we're going to move these over here to the completed stack. Now we've got some of these guys. We also have the shields that are over the doorways. Looks like there's 3 different types of shields. S's, swans, and I don't know, dragons or something like that. Pretty sure that goes with this in some kind of way. Not quite sure yet how.
Figure out the tunnel layout and where the lab is located. And yeah, we also have the transparencies, which they said were the same, and I agree with them.
And those seem to go with the map in some kind.
It's interesting that they would give us 2.
So that if you make a mistake, you can try again.
Okay.
That's what they stated was the reason. All right, so this one, I noticed that some of these symbols that are on here match to things that are on here.
Naturally.
So,
like the hair and hair.
Yeah, or like this little bauble and then this like guy.
Yeah.
This circle and this circle.
Now
and then I noticed that this one has letters on it. Letters and colors going around each window. So I don't know if this bauble, for example, which is right here, matches to this letter and this color.
Well, the bauble is green and that isn't, but these are all things we can discover.
Okay, discover them.
Okay. Just going down this. You think it's just pointing out the color? It seems to be. Like that particular one, that particular color. Because these are all dominantly a single color.
So is it that each window is going to have a specific letter? And should we just write down what those letters are? Because, so let's say, for example, this right here, this hat or whatever you call this, do-rag, is yellow. So then we would look in this window and find the yellow letter and say it's A.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that
Well,
the
let's go
case?
back to this one. The button is green. So, yeah, it does have a green. So, yeah, maybe that.
Okay, so why don't I take this one, you take this one, and maybe we can work it like this. I don't know, does this work?
I guess
So
so.
if we start at the top left corner, this is orange. So I'm going to write an L, because orange is an L. Okay, so then should we go down? Okay, so next would be like green.
T. You just tell me the color. Looks green.
Green,
E.
yellow.
M.
I guess this is a flame, like a light yellow.
R. Unless they mean orange.
Okay, and then do we go to the top of the next column? Purple.
Purple is W.
I don't know, brown, orange?
I'd say orange. A.
Okay, purple.
Purple E. There's also a pinkish thing here, but let's go
It's
E.
this one right here.
Oh, E.
Yellow.
Yellow O.
And green.
Green R.
Okay, and then blue.
D.
Blue.
N.
Orange.
B.
Purple or blue, indigo.
I'd go with R.
I think this one's blue. Light
Oh.
blue. Purple.
Purple is I.
Green.
R.
Green.
A.
Blue. Light blue.
E.
Yellow.
Y.
I don't know if there's any value to this.
I don't know either.
Blue.
U.
Yellow. Kind of a yellow green.
R.
Light blue.
G.
Purple.
Y.
Okay, this is one of the ones with a triangle in it.
Very specific
I think it
triangle.
must be this green triangle. Here.
Y.
Okay, yellow.
Yellow is A.
Purple.
N.
Green.
S.
Green.
U.
And then I think it's this light blue.
N.
Okay.
We solved it.
Well, we did that.
Yep.
But what is the value
Why
of
did
it?
we do it?
Can you go back to the hints page? Maybe it'll tell us like what we should be working on first. It says that we usually can do them in any order, but stained glass windows. Okay, that is definitely it.
Interesting that he said, what am I looking for?
And then it also just says view solution. So there's not a place to type in.
True. There's no check. But all of this has to do with, what do you say?
Finding the tunnel layout and where the lab is located. So
So maybe this has something to do with the next thing.
I also noticed there's some writing and stuff down here.
Yeah. I don't put too much on that.
Some dates.
True.
The art style in the two of them is really different. This one's like more pigmented.
Yeah, you're right. It's more stained glass, like traditional sense, a mosaic, and this is just a straight up art.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what we're looking for.
yeah. I mean, what we did seems like
It has some
an
value.
easier, yeah, seems like an easier thing for us to do. We also had mentioned this as something else we have to think about.
We also have the rosary beads and the map
Shields.
and those.
Right, these.
This has no directions.
We have numbers.
This does have some directions.
Yeah. Use crests by doors to find 6 numbered places. Draw dashed lines, then cut their traces. Lay them down to find your way, and for safe passage you shall pray.
Okay, there are some, there's definitely some crests on some of these buildings.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, for example, this one right here has a tree next to it.
Oh.
Is that telling us something? Like, this one has a bush that has, like, topiary bushes.
Yeah, we're seeing like a church in the background for that one.
So, is this trying to tell us we're supposed to look at the map and find this door?
Well, I wonder if we could find, I mean, just a tree mentioned would be, like, these have circles next to it. Does that mean 94 could be the one with the circle bushes?
Could be. I also noticed that this one has a fleur-de-lis in it, and this one has lis in it.
Which currently doesn't mean anything to us because none of that has fleur-de-lis.
Yeah, it's like snake, bird, and lion or something
Is
like
there
that.
any mention of a church in here?
Well, here's a cross.
So, well, that's the closest one to that.
Yeah.
Um,
But it said something like draw a line between them or something like that. Also, we have some degrees here on this. We need to figure out where this lays in the city.
mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the cross here, that's size-wise the exact one. Oh, and it lines up that way too.
Okay. All the rest of this stuff must lay somewhere.
But see, that's
too.
the cut, so we got to put that somewhere else.
There's
Yeah.
one here and there's one there.
Should I cut this?
I'm scared.
Scared to.
It doesn't say cut that.
But it's on the edge of the map. That is weird that they would just have it, just cut it, just to cut it, unless they need it to be.
Let's put this so that one of these is laying on there and one of these is laying on the other.
Oh yeah, that's true because they have two.
So there's one right there. The other one is too far away to reach that. And also it would be facing a different direction to go there.
Was Ronald the traitor? So far it looks like he might be. What about the other side, like lining up with various things? Like, because we have so many traces of like all this stuff.
Right.
Nope.
I feel like this should be the easiest thing to notice. This long line.
Yeah, these thick lines I think
Or-
aren't in there, but these thinner lines are. Like this building maybe might be easy to spot. We don't know the orientation of it, of course, but
I'm so bad at this.
it's kind of like the snake thing, snake bones. Spotting. We don't know the orientation of it.
I mean, do we think it's going to be on this side?
No idea. No idea. What was the last answer before the Oh, was it correct? Yeah, I think it was.
It was.
We were in the middle of typing it, and it turns out it was correct, which was, what was it?
Agricosa.
Agricosa, yeah. That's the one. Agricosa.
I mean, it's possible we're not going to be able to find it until we figure out where to lay, but do you see, like, these?
I know, yeah. There's a lot of them. Like, even that might be able to spot some of these. The only reason I think we might be able to spot them because it kind of, the other side lined up so well.
What do you think these dark lines represent if they're not lines to cut on?
It might be lines to cut on.
Find 6 numbered places. So okay, let's follow the directions. How about that?
Sure.
Use crests by doors to find 6 numbered places.
And they're talking about those doors, I think.
Yes, and then draw dashed lines, then cut their traces. So I think once we find the numbers, like let's say 109, we would find 109 around the edge of this,
Mm-hmm.
and we would draw a line, and that shows us where to cut this up.
So permanent.
So we have 2 of them.
Oh, check it out. I found a building. But like you said, the lines, because none of this is going to line up. So, oh, that one does. But there's going to be another line in there to make all the other ones make sense. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, so then we need to identify which of these doors are what. This one has a duck.
Canal 94.
All right, well let's just start taking stabs at this.
That's it. That's how we do it.
I'm gonna put 94 right.
We're also on a timer. We got 45 minutes to solve this. I
This
think the
one-
church one must be 614. That's the closest one to the church.
Yeah, I'm gonna write
Unless it's
614.
336. Pretty far though.
But it looks like it's like behind this side of the
it
building.
looks like 62 is this building, and then there's the church behind it.
Okay, so we have the topiaries here. This we have like
Is that the
it's
canal?
rounded. It's like a sidewalk
Oh,
rounded.
rounded. Oh, what about? Oh, wait. We were talking about those things, but we already gave a 94. It's okay.
I mean, there's.
Oh, wait. There's more rounded trees down here for the bottom middle.
Yeah, but it's like it's to the side of it. Look at this.
True. I'm just looking at the shape of the circles, and those are little circles.
Okay, I'll write it. What is it? 463. Are any of them on a rounded building?
Could be 336. Kind of a rounded edge there.
So
Oh, wait.
that
Look at
was-
this.
Oh,
241.
that's definitely this.
Okay. And then this one's just a tree. Got to be lots of trees.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it
gotta be
could be
significant.
this one.
Could be. Where are significant trees?
There's a lot of numbers on here also in places that don't have, a shield.
What's that middle one? How are we supposed to know anything about
It
that?
says Vaklavske Namesti.
Those words.
Right here.
There we go. 882. I wish it was that obvious for all these. So the bird.
Which bird? That?
No. The one we haven't written on yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the two birds match together. That's how you know where to draw the lines.
Yeah. Lion, snake, snake.
So
All right.
where's this tree?
Where's a tree
Do we
at?
think it's 32?
Very possible.
I'm going to write 32 right here and we'll see where we get.
Yeah.
Let's follow the directions. What does it say next?
You want to connect the...
Use trace by door to find 6 numbered places. Draw dashed lines, then cut their traces. How do we draw the dashed lines? Oh, we just find
Just
the numbers
actually draw
around the
them,
circle.
yeah.
Okay, so let's say it was snake and snake. 614 and 336.
So just put 2 dots and then we draw a line between them.
But the dots are already there. I just got to find the numbers.
Oh,
What was it? 6 what?
of which one?
Two
Snake,
snakes.
614 and 336.
I don't see 614.
That's what I was thinking. The dots would be somewhere in between. But then again, they're kind of random.
They're very random.
Like that's 615. I could look over here.
Well, I found 94.
Okay. So it's possible that 241. Trying to find that.
241 is here.
Okay.
So theoretically, I would draw a line between those two. Those are the two
That's it.
lion ones, correct?
Lion 241, Lion 94.
So I would draw a line like this.
There you go.
And theoretically, we would cut that, but we would also need to find the other ones as well. So maybe the goose one.
The goose is 882.
862. Oh, here's 882 right here.
Yep. And then goose 32. Don't see it.
Here it is right here.
Oh, where my thumb is.
That
would be a problem.
That doesn't do anything.
All right. So 882, I believe, is correct. 32 for the tree was the questionable one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's a very particular kind of tree. It's almost like you can see that there's tree coming from this side as well.
Mm-hmm. Like lots of trees. There's lots of trees. I mean, there's this again.
But we believe that to be...
We didn't use it. 463.
Oh, 463.
Yeah, it's over here on the...
Okay, so that's 882 to 463. Would go across here like this.
See why they gave you 2.
Wasn't perfect, but good enough. Okay, so that finishes the geese and the lions. The question is the snake, right? We never found the snake ones.
snake, yep.
336 is here. So the other snake is 614. 615 I see. 604 I see.
A straight edge cutter. Be helpless.
But I do not see 614. So it's possible the church one we got wrong. Perhaps the church one should have been 336 instead. Oh, we already have 336 listed. Well, we can't drop from 336 to 336. Is there another round one?
Yeah, we'll just use.
This is the most round one to me.
Crazy.
I mean, this is definitely like in the shadow of 614. Right? I mean, this is serving this place right here.
I really do think so, yeah.
But 614 is definitely not listed.
Oh, I see. Maybe 336?
336 is we've already assigned to this.
Oh, you're right.
I would drop to its own self. I looked around, I didn't see any others that look curvy.
What about the other nearby one is 731?
731 is on here, but it wouldn't draw a line from 336.
Right. Well, is there a shot that the curve is somewhere else?
There's also this. It's kind of across.
Ooh, you're right. So what this thing's showing us is just that 185 is connecting to 709, not necessarily on the map, but that's going to be one of our cut points.
Is that what that means?
I mean, 709 is this, and 185 is this. So there's a chance that 128 could be the church. Trying to think what else would have a rounded corner.
Here's 128 right here.
Yep, it's
It
across
would
the way.
absolutely go to there.
Yeah, and it kind of goes on that cutoff right there. Kind of looks like there's a line already. Yeah, I like that. All those lines end on that line, so that checks out. This one's a red herring. Or actually, it's going to line up for the other thing, I imagine.
So now we're meant to cut all of these like that, and we'll end up with 9 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Then cut their traces, lay them down to find your way, and for safe passage you shall pray. So we got to find all of these places on the map. You want to do it?
Sure. Cut. I was looking for my straight edge, because I have 2 of them, and I can't find the other one. That's good. All these pieces.
Oh, I see one. Cut out that one.
This one? All right.
No, this one.
This one. Oh, yeah. One of them's a church. One of them's that church piece.
No, I meant
This one is that.
that goes there. Oh, the lines connect.
You think it falls right in? Yeah, possible.
We found this one earlier.
This building still needs to be found. Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That.
no. We gotta have something with a line on it. That is not it either. Like I'm trying to connect the lines because they do connect.
Hey,
together.
slivers. Yep, of course they connect. They got a way of doing it.
Doing it. There's a line over here. Go over there.
Like this might.
No.
So it has some empty windows. Yeah, this is it.
I don't know why they give us tape.
Shall we?
Certainly can. Give me a piece right here. Oh,
Big,
so big.
Because I was planning on using it over here. So this one lines up with that.
No.
We're taping things.
Tape please.
It's perfect.
I have one more.
How was that problem piece to begin with? Oh, the garden. I wasn't even looking at the garden pieces. All right.
Each other, but
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, this is enough to give us, I don't know what, but.
can you give me that? Lay them down to find your way, and for safe passage you shall pray. All right. Well, it looks like I guess these are the lines of where to go. Oh, remember the things we're looking for. Scroll down a little. The tunnels.
Oh, right.
So we found the tunnels. So now the next problem is we've got the layout of the tunnels. We need to find the location of the alchemist lab based on all of this.
Okay. So is that going to point to a number?
We might need also this.
Good point. Yeah, because we haven't quite done anything with that yet.
So we're done with this part.
This one links to 336. All the other ones don't really link to numbers.
So what we're meant to do is type in, for example, 7 east. We have to put in the directions of how to get to the alchemist's lair.
What does a 7 mean?
That's when you use those beads.
Right.
Just go east. To go east, the distance that 7 beads represent. Wait, does it literally lay on top like this?
Right?
We might need to tape the rest of it together.
There you go. Yeah, so it doesn't move. Tape it to the map even. It kind of seems like it lays right there. Yeah, that's what it does. The short one goes up top, one at the bottom. Yeah, lift up. Oh wait, it is entangled. Melissa was playing with these earlier, so. Alright, so these here. Maybe tape the beads to it.
Could. I don't think we need to.
I mean, we got an idea of the layout of it.
Yeah, this is it.
Alright.
And you notice these beads are different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the colors that were on here,
Uh-huh.
which we've so handily placed underneath.
Look at that, like a magic trick. Well, we have the results.
Yeah, oh, true. But we might need to reference like a yellow orb
Sure.
is an M.
Right.
I think we might need a little hint.
You think so?
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't have any answer yet. I just asked if you think so. So we just laid this down. We need the... What did you say?
The layout of the tunnels we've got, we need... So here's what he wants. He wants us, the location of the lab, we will program the bot with cardinal directions and use the rosary beads for scale. For example, to go the distance that 7 beads represent, we would use the command 7 east. Just a heads up so you know how to prepare. And then it says enter the full directions in number letter format. For example,
Yeah.
783 east, 58. I don't know.
Okay. So we know... We just need to figure out which location it is then.
Yeah, and where is the start?
Yeah. And so we have this information from the window, but I don't know how to read it or what to do with it. So there's a lot of letters that we wrote based on the colors. Should we write down the colors that we used? Think that would be
If
handy?
there's any value in that.
Yeah, I don't know.
There were a ton of purples, for example. We have a purple here, but what good does that
I don't
do
know.
us?
Don't know.
I mean, this one's the only one that's obviously bead shaped.
Mm-hmm.
The others are
'cause-
all shaped like something else.
Which, I mean, isn't
Yeah.
a big deal. We're just counting beads at this point.
But
we got
they're-
the shape we're looking for. We just need to know which way to draw it to. Let's see. I don't know. That one's tough. Hint it?
Yeah, I think go to the one about this particular puzzle.
Oh. Window?
We could also go to what am I looking for?
Good point.
And see if that helps us. It will help you identify 5 colors and connect them with 5 places. One of the places is important. How will it help us to identify 5?
Are those symbols on the map? Not necessarily. Well, I mean, they could be hidden.
These symbols.
Yeah, the outlines came from here, and we took the color that it was, like, for example, the green button. And on the second map, there's a green with a T in it, so we wrote the T over there. So he would call out or he would look at the shape, tell me the color, and I would tell him the letter that the color was on.
But he has a good point. Like,
That's pretty much
is
all we've
this
done.
shape on the map somewhere? This shape.
Right.
Or is this shape on the map?
Yeah.
I mean, I did keep saying the same colors over and over again.
Sure.
They are green, yellow, purple, light blue, and orange.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the 5 colors we kept using. So we know what the colors are.
Sure. One of those places is important to you. Like this puzzle, that one will help us identify 5 colors, which we know, and connect them with 5 places. We don't know how they connect the places yet, though, because we know letters of them, and a lot of them are the same letters.
Maybe the colors spell out a word like all of the ones of the same color. I mean, maybe you have a point there, Rant. So this was orange. I wonder if we go through and find all the orange items, he wants to know, like...
No, that's what I was saying, writing down all the colors that they were.
So this one was green. This one was green. This was yellow. Yellow is a color? Yes, yellow is a color. This one was yellow. This one was green. This one was yellow. This one's purple. This one is orange. This one's purple. This must be fascinating. Blue. Blue.
Zoom into
Orange. Purple. Blue. Yellow.
So you could see like
Blue.
roughly what we were looking at.
Green.
The letters on this side and the much different looking shapes on the other.
Purple.
So I would look at, for example, like the coat, and then I would say O.
All right. Well, there's very few oranges.
Okay.
1, 2. There's like 2 oranges.
Which is L-A or A-L. 3 oranges.
Oh. Oh yeah, you're right.
They
Lab.
are- Lab. It's a crossword.
The orange is lab.
Well, that's what we're looking for, the lab.
Yeah, but we got to do the directions to get to the lab.
True.
But where is the starting point?
Yeah. Could be a church.
So it could be once I do what he just said that I will find out more information. Where's the paper? So for green, we have T-E. I don't really know the order here, so I'm just guessing. R.
It might just be random.
R-A. But it's terrace. Oh no, this is green.
Terrace.
Terrace.
Sounds delicious. Go across. Like left to right. Down to up to bottom.
Oh, go like this? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to do purple instead. W-I-N-E-R.
Winery.
Y. Okay, blue. D-U-N-G-E. Dungeon. Yellow. A-R. Guessing it's going to be armory. M-O-R-Y. Armory. What am I missing? Green?
Green. Terrace.
This was this one.
Yep, terrace.
Green. T-R. Treasury, I bet you. E-A-S-U-R-Y. Treasury. Okay, and then orange we know is the lab.
But what is our start point?
Well, now that we know what all the things are,
Sure.
so we know that this, for example, is the treasury. Okay, so this is helpful information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how.
Yeah, because we don't know where we're beginning, unless the church is where we're starting or something.
These pictures. Do these pictures represent places? Like, would you say that one of these pictures, or a series of pictures, represents dungeon? Because that one I think would be the easiest to spot. I don't feel that it does.
I don't either.
Yes, I got winery with purple as well. Would any of these represent dungeon?
No, I don't know.
These might be done.
Yeah, once we know the start point, we can work our way to the orange.
Finding the lab would be a major breakthrough in our search. I have full confidence these documents are in the right hands. Yeah, okay. We have figured out the tunnel layout and the location of the lab. We will program it with cardinal directions and use the rosary beads for scale, as they appear to be related to the map. For example, to go east, the distance the 7 beats represent, we would command the 7E.
Where are we starting?
We're trying to get to orange, way over here.
So
Are we starting it right here? Is it just as easy as starting right here? Or are we starting at the church?
I mean, yeah, I would have because that's such a big piece. But then again, it could just be that big piece because that's where the cross is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And
6,
Mensch.
7 south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 east. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you count that one?
I think so.
4 or 5 east. North.
Try it.
Yeah, sure. Try
Maybe starting point is the top.
Try
Yeah.
7S, 23E, 5N.
Correct.
It was that easy. Let's go to Jesse.
Wow. So that was from the church?
Yeah, from the church. Because how do you count the church? right? Like you're
Yeah.
counting beads, and then what do you do?
It was, yeah, I mean, it was our origin point as well as just putting down the beads. All right, so that's what I plug into them, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me know when you're ready. I guess say ready.
Like, I don't know what that means.
Are you ready to help me? Yes. Just remember that we will need to enter our instructions in the form of numerical distance and cardinal direction. We will use the rosary beads if you want me to go 7 beads west. As soon as I get downstairs, I'm going to head down from the cathedral now.
Oh my God.
As soon as I get downstairs, there's a path east and a path south. Enter the number of units in either east or south for the direction. Keep in mind that we don't find anything at a particular spot, and the bot will just return to its previous position.
Yeah.
I think we just type in the whole thing, right?
No, piece by piece. He's saying there's a path east and south. So where do we take them? So we're going to take them
so
down.
You go 7S.
7S, yeah.
I've arrived at the 4-way intersection. I can go south, east, or west.
We're going
23 east.
Yeah. It's a long way.
All right, I've gone far east as I can. I can either turn north or south. 5 north. Wow, I think this is it. I can't believe it. You've got to check out the view from the camera feed. Wow. Thanks you again for all your help. I could have never done it without you. I'm going to investigate in there and see what I can find. I'm sure there will be a lot to go through, so you can expect another package soon with our finding. Get in touch with me when you open it, and in the meantime, be sure to get some rest. You've earned it. You bet your nickel we have. We worked hard.
Yeah. Did all the work and you get all the glory?
This was pretty friggin' neat, I must say.
Yeah, that one was cool. I just wish, I don't know, maybe they could have said we're set up in the cathedral to start, you know.
Maybe it does say that somewhere, and we just missed it.
Here he is. Oh, wait, I had to include photos of it, but yeah, I wish they would have said we have a bot ready to leave from the cathedral.
But I think he did say, when you have the
Sure.
layout,
Of
come
course.
back and talk to me.
But they have
We
this whole
should've
check system.
Gone there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have gone and checked in with him after we found
True.
the layout. That's neat, bro. That's really neat.
Yeah, it wasn't a big enough thing to take anything away from it.
That's really neat, y'all.
It's better than the math puzzles.
Who thunk
We're
that
comparing
up?
everything to that one math puzzle game.
Well, that's gonna finish chapter 2 for the Emerald Flame.
But in like 15 minutes, we're going to start D&D, so I'm just going to stay live.
Yes, but in case you wanted to,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
there's gonna be a third part. Look for it.
There you go.